on the opening possession of the game. He'll fake the handoff to Frazier, rolling out his stick, wanting it all. And the pass caught at the 40. Brought down to the 35. And I
love these naked bootlegs. This is when Stick is at his very best coming out of the pocket. He beautifully laid that ball up there, let Ilias run underneath it. Ilias is about halfway past tight end and wide receiver. Roy, he's got a lot of versatility.
More than 2 weeks since her last game after the bye last weekend. A handoff stacked up and falling forward for a. And on 2nd and 7 gets the call. Frazier with a cut and stumbles down to the 30.
Constant change of personnel and then formation changes once they're on the field. Here we see 4 new.
They'll load up the backfield on 3rd and short. One of the best in the country on 3rd down. And the handoff to Bruce Anderson goes nowhere. Gang tackled.
Well, that was a stretch sweep from right to left with 2 lead blockers in front, but the Toreros defenders on the perimeter did a great job of getting
hang time in Jackson Kuntz. Instead, we'll go for it and roll the dice on 4th down. Stick with time. Down the field, looking for his tight end, and batted away in Dan. Scoreless here inside the Fargo Dome. 1st and 10 coming up for USD. Group on film this week. Stick back on the field on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. Anybody else? And on 2nd down, Stick. Far Perkins in motion. Out of the shotgun will be Stick. And here comes the pressure. Delayed blitz and incomplete. And well-timed as
he was in coverage. Okay, then he timed it up and came from the inside on a little loop stunt there.
Poor field position for the Bison. And a deep handoff. Some dancing across the 10. And he'll push the pile up. And goes Freeman out of the old school I formation. And Frazier has carried it a number of times so far. First team All Missouri. An important call early in this one. And Frazier stacked up. All depends on the whistle as it was stripped late in that sequence, Coach.
It looked like we kind of had a little rugby.
0 for 2 on 3rd down so far this afternoon. Play action, quick slant. Freeman with the catch. Center for Easton Stick, the redshirt sophomore from Omaha. A handoff. Toreros.
Well, the Toreros are really holding up on the perimeter very nicely in this game. They bounced the ball to the
2nd and 14. The San Diego defense has been impressive trying to set up the screen. They'll finally get it done. Chase Morlock off to the races. And a well-designed
man-for-man coverage. They're either big gainers or they're losses. We can see the linebacker comes from the inside to the outside, but overruns Morlock.
As quiet as you could possibly imagine when the Bison have the ball on offense. Frazier will bounce it outside, trying to get to the edge. Can't get there. Drag a couple of defense as time winds down in the 1st quarter. Time for one more play. Stick near side. There he goes. Easton Stick tripped up into play. Bruce Anderson, number 8 in green. Play action. Stick wide open. Trying to hit his play.
To use the 4th down if they need it.
Anderson in motion. Dunn gets the handoff. And some power running will net just by MJ Stumpf. Out of the eye, Dunn on the stretch play and with all kinds of running room. Into San Diego territory, shoved out of bounds.
Side against a Torero defense that had all 11 players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So once he was able to burst through, there's nobody on a deeper level to make the tackle in the open field.
Of the running backs, at least to the coaching staff here, the Bison. And now Frazier straight ahead, a power run, and another 1st down, a gain of 12.
Tailbacks in the game.
Into the boundary goes Bruce through the 2nd quarter. Towards the end zone. Morlock, touchdown!
Morlock came out and faked as if he was a blocker. Ran a wheel route up the right sideline. Roy, that's the same pass they hit earlier. Put Morlock up there. He fakes the block, and it's free down the sideline on the wheel route.
Here comes play action, back to live action. A pass is caught, and a dive.
Ever since the very first play of the game, it's taken a while for the Bison to get back to that naked bootleg that they love to run to the right. Okay, once it's
touchdown sequence, that's one of many reasons why this NDSU team has been so tough to beat. The play calling
board.
After a short pickup on second down. Send it out to Dimitri Williams, and for Williams, 23 to work with. And now in USD territory. Stick across the middle, incomplete. Looking for Connor. Like you start to put this game out of reach, considering how stifling Bison's defense has been. Wide open. Shoved out of bounds. There's Zendowski from the 27. With time, Stick zings another strike. And the drive continues.
Zendowski and Stick were high school teammates at Creighton Prep. They've got a great chemistry right there. Another really well thrown.
And they're finding something with that play call on both sides of the field. Towards the end zone. Open and incomplete. Ilias. Frazier in the backfield. Towards the end zone. The fade pattern, and there it is for the touchdown. They went back.
That pulled the defense over there. That left one-on-one pass coverage for Zendowski against Devin Bryant, and the ball was beautiful.
Possession. I'm sure that you and Kurt, a couple of those coaching in the AFC East for all those years. That's something.
This is an adjustment, as we can see, by San Diego.
Toreros with 8 in the box, straight ahead. Just need a stop. Facing a 5-man front, and needed to reach the
first down.
Stick on the keeper. Nearly tripped up, keeps the play alive, crossing the 40.
But a play off the supplemental list. Once again successful. We see Morlock, the really good, versatile all-around player, with a terrific block as he comes behind the line.
Sides. Perkins in motion. He'll get the call. Down towards the field side, and a gain of Morlock down the slot towards the top of your screen. And trying to spot in motion. Third down and short. Big play for the USD defense. And a physical run by Lance Dunn.
Defense, and in the middle of that physical defense, with the 2 down linemen in there, Jamal Newman and Jalen Smith, they really stacked up.
Out of the diamond, play action, looking deep. Morlock wide open once again. Touchdown, NDSU. A 49-yard scoring strike.
They go to a 1 wide receiver set, have 3 men plus the quarterback in the backfield, and essentially run the same pattern, just out of a different back.
Williams in motion. You got to think the Bison want to run it, and they will with King Frazier across the 30. And that's one component with this program in recent weeks, the final weeks of the regular season, as Stick off to the races into San Diego territory with a stutter step and drug down from behind short of the 15.
Hard average on that play. It's the same fake, a sweep play to the left. Stick fakes the handoff and comes out to the right behind a lead block on the perimeter by Morlock, who's had a terrific day as a
center with Stick. 8-0 last year as the starter, as Frazier bangs his way ahead. You know, an amazing story. Carson Wentz's club, and so, you know, a consummate professional, a team player, exactly what you want for the
set out wide from the formation against the blitz.
On third down, Stick to the end zone, incomplete. It'll be a rematch next week here in the Fargo Dome. The Bison's lone loss this season. On first down, Perkins with a catch. I mentioned this briefly in the last possession by NDSU. This is something perhaps.
So the meaning of that is what the Bison have shown any upcoming opponents, and that play was a good example. Safeties down.
Looking ahead potentially to a matchup next week against South Dakota State. And lassoed in the backfield is Williams. Nice play.
Peterson's had a terrific year at defensive end. That's a play in which they expect that they don't block Peterson. Okay, that's by design, and they expect the play with timing to get beyond.
Now on second down. Stick again out of the shotgun. Inside give. Off to the races. Lance Dunn, touchdown. Authority, and the sophomore reaches Pater from 56 yards out.
Just a little zone play. He's going from left to right, breaks it off the right hip of the center. That's the second long gain we've seen.
When if you're a North Dakota State fan, we know that you have, and for USD, no reason to hang your head. What a season it has been for Dale Lindsey.
Former great Bison player and a terrific player for the Buffalo Bills, who I admired from the other sideline. Phil Hansen, who's the color broad.
In this millennium, it's just as simple as that. And folks here in Fargo care about their football. You see that in the facilities. The hard running by Bruce Anderson. Can he reach the end zone? He can. Touchdown. One last time for...
Well, this is a play we've seen throughout the course of the game. Power play with the lead block fullback to the open side, the backside guard pulling. The fatigue of the Guerrero defense also shows at this point.